And joining us right now on the Rothman Orthopedics guest line, as promised, finally, my good friend, damn Skippy himself, Mr. Hollis, Tank Thomas. What's up, Tank?
Chilling, man. How you feeling? I'm giving you the full effect here of Disco Tank. A lot of people know me from Green Legion Radio.
All right.
Well, yeah, when you're doing what we do, I've come to respect you guys way more than you know, because you have to come up with stuff to talk about, especially when your team is getting their rump kicked, or when the coach doesn't know how to call a run play, or when they keep putting Big Puddin in there, and he gets 8 penalties, only six were accepted, and then your other tackle, who's got personal issues, which I think he got popped. And then your defense coordinator comes on and is talking to himself.
Yeah.
Instead of talking to the players.
Go figure. So
I'm sure you have a lot of questions. And I hope that Disco Tank can be of some service.
Yeah.
And some entertainment.
Yeah, it was entertainment galore. Let me. So, is Disco Tank something you do while you're doing Green Legion Radio? Is that what you're doing?
Well, yeah. Well, when I got on my Green Legion shirt, but I also have on my Eagles medallion, and I have on my American, because Philly, we are American. We are the American team. Yes, American started Philly. So I actually, Mike Diaz started calling me Disco Tank. Everybody on the show started calling me Disco Tank because. To soothe me, I know I've been going through the concussions, blah, blah, blah. I don't like to mention all that stuff, but the lights, if you look at hold on, I'm going to show you something. I'm going to see if I can turn my camera around. Actually, see my ceiling?
Yes, I see your ceiling.
You see all of the lights?
Yes.
You see my fish tank over there? I got some new fish. I've got Dory, but all of that soothes me. And it soothes me, and it actually helps me sleep.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Okay. Well, hey, man, whatever you do, whatever helps. Whatever helps.
So when I'm on the show, to keep from clicking on the people who I think don't know what the hell they're talking about, I turn it to Disco Tank and just kind of tune out with the bad and keep trying to keep the good, which is only nothing.
You're nothing but good vibes. You're nothing but good vibes, my friend.
Thank you. Appreciate you.
I just want to say, fine listener to the program, fine viewer of the program. I have never wanted to just hit record the second somebody jumped on the line with me, more so than when Tank jumped on the line, because this was just happening, and he was setting it up, but the lights were going and everything. That was we're leaving it like this. That's what we're gonna do. If this is what helps you, this is what we're gonna do, and then we're gonna take all the helpful information that you're about to present. And we're going to show it to the Eagles and say, listen to my man, Disco Tank. This is the only resource you need for information.
Yes.
You know what, Tank? I can actually see Nick Sirianni. I like to call him Skippy Nicky.
Oh, God. He's got a short fuse.
He's got a short fuse. He's got a short fuse,
and if the puppetry that we've grown to know is going on, I'm waiting on it to explode.
Okay, no, wait a minute. Do you honestly think he has a short fuse, or do you think he's like one of those guys that, like, for lack of a better term, you kind of like push around for a little bit, and then one day they just snap and lose their minds?
Well, I don't think he's one of those guys you get to push around. But okay. I think he's kind of biting what he believes in right now, because I've seen him call plays before, and it's never been anything like this.
How do you mean? How do you mean?
I've seen. It's like, okay, so I think they're kind of forcing him to play a few people just because of where they drafted. If you notice, Kenneth Gainwell is getting more than Miles Sanders, because Miles Sanders doesn't seem to want to do what the hell the other coaches are telling him. Hit the ball up in there. Yes, he's a home run hitter, but you're in the NFL. Every play is not going to be a damn home run. Get the first down and come on. Who ran 6 yards into the end zone? Now, giving that to another unmentionable person, he would have got tackled trying to juke and dance, hit the hole. Mm-hmm. And I feel like they're making him play him, and they're making him play Jalen Reagor just because they're first round picks. It's kind of like, it's one of those things where it reminded me of Andy's first year, where we were weeding out the naysayers, weeding out the people who look good on paper and have tremendous talent, but their attitude and their want to win is a me first attitude. So needed to get them the hell out of here. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna have to be guys that you can count on. Because I don't know if you can tell the disdain that Piston he had with every time you mention Lane Johnson. So when you look at it and he said it's a personal issue, the only thing personal that I can think of right now is he got popped and they're testing the B sample and he has to go before them for an appeal.
You think it's a possible other positive drug test?
Yeah, that's what the only thing that comes up now, because it takes up to this long to get to the B sample to get to the appeal. So this will be around the time where he goes to find out, but then they wait a couple of weeks while they go over the appeal, and then they hand down the decision.
Well, how could that not come out? Like that seems like something that would come out.
Because he wasn't stupid this time. See, they do all this stuff is normally done behind closed doors.
Okay.
And the only way you guys get whiff of it, if the idiot who's in charge of it, i.e. the player, says something about it. He went last time. You remember he went to Short Stuff, who he got the supplement for.
Jay Glazer.
Yeah, Jay Glazer. He went to Short Stuff and Short Stuff leaked it.
So I just want to make sure. Do you have inside knowledge of this, or is this just what you're like trying to piece together?
This is what I'm speculating.
Okay.
Only I put it together and I'm speculating it mainly because that's what you're paid to do, aren't you? You're paid to speculate.
Yeah, exactly.
But in complete observation, watching how the coach doesn't say it's a personal issue. That's all I'll say. He'll be back when he gets done what he's doing, and then but the disdain on his face, meaning you let us down.
Gotcha.
And you let us down bad in the worst way. Hopefully you can rectify this so we don't have to worry about this.
All right.
But you already let me know that you're a person that I can't really count on.
Okay, so I will take this tape of you saying that, send it to Nick Sirianni so that he knows what's going on if he doesn't already.
Nick knows. See, Nick knows what's going on, but he can't say anything. He can't.
Okay.
See, he said like the coach, like when he says it's something personal, he knows what it is. He just can't. Because you come to your coach and you tell your coach, they give you the leeway to work it out. Because I've been suspended before, and it's the whole ordeal is a crock of crap. It's just a waste of time and energy. Because no matter what they say, no matter what you say, or how you disprove what they're saying, is they're still going to say it's your fault.
Right. Have you ever tried to pull a Lyle Collins and try to bribe the drug tester?
Nope. And every time I think that somebody's not going to be, I've heard some of the stupidest stuff known to man. Somebody says, "Hold my beer." Lionel Collins said, "Hold my beer," because that's it. Throughout the end of time in NFL history, it may have happened way back in the days before we had social media or before anything. But it like now, I wouldn't try that on my life. They pay the guys. Okay, so why would I risk my well-being just for a couple of $100,000?
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't have a job anymore, and my integrity is gone. Everybody's for sale. No, I'm not for sale like that.
Right. Gotcha.
So,
hey, I have to ask you this again, though, because it's probably the most pressing thing right now. And I love that I'm not just asking Hollis Thomas. I am asking Disco Tank.
Yes.
Disco Tank. Wait, hold on. It is Disco Tank, right?
Yeah, Disco Tank. Yeah.
Yeah, not like Disco Tech, like I'm in Europe or something.
No, Disco Tank.
Cool. Okay, cool. Just making sure. Fletcher Cox, what's the deal? Is he double teamed all the time? What do you see? What's going on with Fletcher Cox? And could you play better than Fletcher Cox right now?
I could play better than him, but not now. But he's sticking up the joint big time.
Okay.
Hargroves is showing and proving why they brought him here. And then Fletcher Cox he's shrinking up, and I don't know if he doesn't want to play for Nick Sirianni, or he thinks he's in another defense worth of junk. Because at a certain time, as you get older, and you start learning this game, you know when the defense is crap. And I think he's starting to see that the defense that they're putting him in is crap.
Wow.
It's like you got to remember Hargroves is a young buck. It's like you got to remember what Fletcher's been through, which is not an excuse.
Right.
I think he's just trying to get the hell out of here now because he's tired of the crap. It's like because just look at every time. Look at the crap that he was in with Billy Davis' eyes. Remember that? Go all the way back there.
Yeah, man. Of course, with our friend Josh Innes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. And then you go up there, and then you have Schwartzy, which was cool, but it was still him getting double teamed like all day long.
Right.
When are we gonna have a defense with some tactical fortitude to put a middle linebacker in there? Our linebackers look like Pop Warner linebackers standing back there. They look like a complete total pile of steamy crap. and I'm using that. I'm trying not to curse on your show, sir.
Whatever.
But it's like when you look at what the Dallas Cowboys did to us.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys, they double teamed both our big guys, and I'm sitting there looking. Put it this way, it was like looking at TV, and if you pause the game, and the linebackers looking at you. For what? You're supposed to hit that gap and get some backfield bullloving. Right. Backfield bullloving, that's when you hit the running back in the backfield and destroy him and make the crowd go ooh and ah.
When you say it, I think it means something else. But yeah, go ahead.
Well, yeah, you get that euphoric sense when you do backfield bullloving. So it's like what are you doing? You stand in quicksand. It's like the last linebacker we had here was Trotter. And Trotter knew if I got double teamed, I better hear the damn crowd cheering. And I knew if Trotter got touched by an offensive lineman, that he better hear the crowd cheering, because that means I've slipped the gap, I've defeated the double team, and I let one of them go so that I can make the play. They do not have that continuity here. They do not have that style of linebackers here. We have a bunch of journeymen, but this may be their last damn journey because they stick it up the joint.
Let me, you brought up the one-on-one stuff and the double teams and all that stuff. Take a look at this. I was showing this yesterday to my audience. You see this freeze frame right here? That's Fletcher Cox pretty much in the middle of your screen right there. One-on-one with a guy named Trey. Trey is his name, believe it or not.
He's a rookie, isn't he?
Yeah. Rookie, sixth-round pick.
That's John Trey, isn't it?
No, this is Trey Smith, I believe is his name.
Okay, trying to remember. Trey Smith is a sixth-round. He's a sixth-round pick.
Sixth-round pick, and Fletcher Cox is getting owned. But here's another one right here. This is just when the play started up. One-on-one. You see it's one-on-one, not double team. Here's another one still tied up as Patrick Mahomes is slipping outside there. You see that?
Yep, and see who's chasing him? Hargrove, because he's driven two of them into the backfield.
Javon Hargrave is having himself a season.
Five sacks already.
Yeah,
he's dominating up front, even when they try to double team him. And I think this is going to be either this is going to be Fletcher Cox's last year here, or either the defense is going to have to come on, because I think he's at the point where he's getting sick and tired of them putting makeshift people in front of him that are all close to the same age as him, and they're putting people in front of him who don't know what the hell they're talking about defensively. All right,
let me just try to paraphrase real quick. So your vibe on this whole situation with Fletcher Cox is that he finds himself not motivated because he knows the defensive scheme sucks. So his feeling is, what the hell am I going to do about this? I can't solve all these problems.
His feeling is, I'm tired. His feeling is, okay, I'm tired of trying to push through crap. It's like you need to give. It's kind of like when you have DBs. You don't play man to man all the time because they'll be tired. You play some zone and stuff, and you play some things, and you trick the opposing team. We run so many four-man rush things. We don't. When have you ever seen us run a blitz? When have you ever seen any one of the defensive tackles get less than a double team? Other than what you just showed me right there, I guarantee you that center went to him first. And I guarantee you, whenever you think that you get in the backfield, that center is coming to tee off to hit you in the side of the head. How many times do you, as a defensive tackle, how many times do you want me to take that? He's been taking that crap the entire time. When have we sent the blitz since JJ been gone? Since Jim Johnson been gone? Right. When have we blitzed effectively to get some single teams?
Right.
It's like when was the last time you see somebody running free to the quarterback?
I saw
because we tricked the offense, because we dominated them, and they don't know which way to look or who's coming. Yeah. What if we actually dominated defensively?
Yeah.
We just got 83 points put on us in the last 2 damn games, man. That is embarrassing. And then now we got our defense coordinator sitting in front of the media, talking to himself. What the hell is that, man? That's not Eagle football, man. What the hell is that?
Well, that's
that
the problem.
Embarrassing.
Like, I liked your Eagle football. This Eagle football sucks. This isn't good football.
That is embarrassing. And if Jeff and Howie don't see how damn embarrassing that is, especially defensively, and to run the ball 3 times, and you got some of the baddest backs in the land against a team that's kicking your ass, and they're doing what you should be doing. That I don't know which way to look.
How do you even get angry in that lighting? In all seriousness, like, how do you not just stay happy?
I'm just disappointed and upset. I'm not even upset. I'm just disappointed. So I'm disappointed that they're just trying to pass this off as a football squad to my Eagle brethren.
So so it's more of a matter of linebackers and scheme than it is Fletcher Cox just not being good anymore.
Yeah, trust me. If he goes somewhere else, he's going to perk up and he's going to be doing some of the same old stuff Fletcher did. You cannot expect somebody to continually take on double teams, and then you keep putting these idiots in front of him to tell myself they're the defense coordinator, and you still have no. It's kind of like when I was playing in college. I played in Northern Illinois. I enjoyed all my time there, but occasionally they sent us on what I would call death missions. They sent us against number 3 ranked Florida. Now we ended up losing 52-38, but we ran the ball down their throat, and I think it had like 9 or 10 tackles. Then we play against who else? So we played against Oklahoma State. We played against Kansas State when they was ranked number 2. Now I say all this to say it's only one of us on the field was big enough to even be in the game, and that was me. So what do you think that they were going to do to me?
Triple
like
team you.
Yes, it's like, so when you sit, but I only had to do that for 3 years. Now when you sit somebody on a mission like that constantly, week in and week out, his most of his career. If you look at it, we haven't blitzed, or we haven't given him a reprieve of being able to the opposing team not knowing where he's going to be at. Mm-hmm. And it's like he's flourished in it. So now that he's dropping off a little bit, and he's starting to, think about his body a little bit more, because he'll be 30 soon, won't he?
He'll be Fletcher Cox?
Yeah, Fletcher. He'll be 30 or 31 soon, right?
Yeah, I think he's almost 31, yeah.
But I heard it. Yeah, so it's about a time where you start thinking about getting somewhere where you don't have to do this much work. You still be dominant, but you don't have to take on 2 people. Where they're gonna let you flourish. Where you're not gonna have to do what you're doing. You're gonna have some safety, some linebacker. A safety. We need a safety and a linebacker. We have yet to replace Dawkins and Trott.
Yeah,
we have yet to replace Dawkins and Trott. We get some decent corners, and we have some decent corners now. But now they have to worry about the run because our linebackers suck. Everybody was talking about how we played against the Cowboys. Once you run zone so many times, and your linebackers can't stop the run, and you're like they talk about who lead the tackle and lead the team in tackles. Eric Wilson and somebody else led the team in tackles.
Alex Singleton.
Yeah, but they were 7 to 8 yards downfield. Right. What the hell are you talking about? You're not leading anything. You're holding on for dear life.
On that note, what do you make of the whole idea of Jonathon Gannon saying I don't really think of us as a dime team?
What do you mean dime team?
He says I don't look at myself and this team as a dime team. Like, they won't go dime based on the personnel that they have.
I think he's an idiot. Because the next time you think he's a complete and utter idiot. That's why we had number 10 with a damn linebacker running behind him on him. That's what's wrong.
Eric Wilson.
That's what's wrong. And if he gets in front of anybody else that says that, somebody needs to walk up to him and slap the hell out of him. You match up personnel. You don't put your people in a bind. And that's now you see what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Because we're not a dime team. It's like now you see what Fletcher's talking about? And I was like, when I'm looking at him play, I'm like, he's checking out. He is checking out. That's like, this defense coordinator must not know what the hell he's talking about. Uh-huh. He's sticking up the joint. And I hate that he's doing it like this. But my take on it, in knowing Fletcher, he's kind of checking out, and it's not something that he's consciously doing. It's just something that happens, and you get just tired of the mess.
All right. Well, okay. Go ahead.
Not saying as a human being in general, your body, sometimes your mind tells you things that your mind is saying, I love it here, I love being here, I want to play here. But your body's like, man, you need to get the hell out of here. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Yeah. It's like they got Billy Davis' eyes back up on his feet. We gave up 40 points 2 weeks in a row. It's like we constantly on the field. We give up 12 play drives all the time. It's like, you want to go? Should I go on? Should I go on?
No, I got it. I want to ask this question though. So let's say that you're Javon Hargrave for a second. All right.
Okay.
And you're playing next to Fletcher Cox, and Fletcher Cox is doing that. What are you doing? What are you saying? Are you saying anything to your teammate? Like, what do you do as his teammate? What is Hollis Thomas saying if you're playing today?
If I'm playing today and I see it happening, I'm gonna continue to give my money. because one thing I can't do is I can't put his worry on me. Then we all look like crap. It's like, yeah, this is a part of doing your job. But I would try to see what's up with him. I would just try to see what's up with him, see what's wrong, and try to get him in there having some fun. Because if I get him in there to having some fun, we could be a terror. But even if we're in there and we're a terror, but then something stupid happened. Okay, like case in point, we had when I played with the Saints. A lot of people don't like to remember that. I played with the Saints. We changed one guy on our defense from the year we went to the NFC Championship. We got Jason David. I know you heard me mention Jason David's name a couple of times.
Yeah,
because Jason David was a kid who showed up at a New Orleans Hornets game with a Kobe jersey on, rest Kobe's soul. But we're in New Orleans and you're one of the Saints, so the crowd got really quiet. The crowd got really quiet, and one of the fans, that's the New Orleans fans, looked at Jason David and said, "Biggest day." Like it seemed like the entire arena got quiet. Jason David, you suck. Now, I say that to say it was like Will Smith, rest his soul as well. Will Smith, the football
player. Okay.
Yeah, the football player.
Yeah.
So what happened was, this is what I was saying was what Fletcher Cox was thinking. Every time we played a team, they would just look at Jason David and throw a pass over his way. They would catch the pass, and nobody would say anything because he was getting paid. Because they had paid him. They brought him here from the Indianapolis Colts team. Nobody would say anything. So it came to a head. And so they said, well, they was going to fix it and stuff. So they calmed everybody down because he was getting torched. Put it this way: Mark Bulger, Torrey Holt, and Isaac Bruce came in. They were 1-6. They kicked our ass, and we were good. Guess what they did every time? Mark Bulger came out, looked over, found Jason David, hiked the ball, and threw the ball to his man. So after that, they said they were going to fix it. We're in the game against Jacksonville. We're throttling Jacksonville. I don't know if you remember the receiver Reggie Williams.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Yeah, he caught one touchdown. Guess who it was against? and guess what the down and distance was? Guess what the down and distance was? It was 3rd and 20. And he blew by him. He was looking in the backfield. What the hell are you looking in the backfield for? And so I say this and say, when we came off the field, Will Smith went up to the coach. He's like, "Hey man, y'all need to get that out of here."
Okay. We had Gary Cobb on the show yesterday, and he said
that's my guy.
He's great. I love G Cobb. And he basically said the big problem with Fletcher Cox is a lack of motivation right now. Like, how do you motivate a guy that's already paid and disinterested in the defensive scheme?
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand.
Right. Yeah.
It's like we became disinterested in the scheme because we would be back there like, this was a year I had like 4 or 5 sacks. So I had 3 horses around me that was getting back there, and I was just cleaning up. But then when you just added Jason David, and we get back there and the ball is gone before we can get into 2 seconds of rush, you become disinterested. You be like, okay, this sucks.
Wow. I hate Jason David now.
Yeah, but then think of this though. The disinterest part is you've been doing this to him since Billy Davis' eyes. And he had one time where he had one swing at Hope, and he got with Swartzy. And we end up winning the title. So then if you win the title, he's got money, but then you bring some trash in there. You bring this in there.
You know what? I got to tell you, I had this epiphany today, House. I got to tell you this. The Eagles won that Super Bowl, and it's no secret that when they won that Super Bowl, Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman looked at each other and they said, "See, we know what we're doing. We're great," which is exactly what great teams don't do.
Well, exactly. But if you truly look at that, sir, it was because of Frank Reich's play calling, It was because our defense played with their hair on fire. It was because we caught Nick Foles, who they should have kept here to keep Carson Wentz in check. We had a good quarterback. I'm not calling Carson great. He was a good quarterback that was on his way to greatness that let his ego get into the way of that AO1 crap, all of that, and all the way you treat people. The way you treat people is going to start to resonate when it gets not so much when it gets publicized, when they get tired of your crap. And then the fact that you ran a guy out of here who was that was a great 1-2 combination. That's like and you don't keep it and you think it's you. It's not you. You've been had the team for 20, 30 years. The hell you mean it's you? No, you got not only did you catch lightning in the bottle, you got some guys who you should have kind of kept together for another year or so. And you should have just tried to re-implement what you just did. Don't think it was you, because you have been drafting linebackers since way back since Quentin Caver, since Barry Garner.
Wow. Well, that's just it. But great teams win it. Yeah, great teams win a championship, and they say to themselves, "How do I still improve?" And the Eagles said, "No, we're good. This validates everything."
Dude, when they told me why they drafted Milton, they said, "You know why they drafted Milton?
Milton Williams?
Yeah.
Why?
You know why they drafted him? Because he had the same measurements and times and stuff as Aaron Donald. He's not no damn Aaron Donald. He's the same height, same weight, same 40.
Wow.
Same amount of bench press, same vertical, same cone drill, same everything except for the other stuff.
That's insane. That's insane.
That's big time insane. And I think until they start valuing the linebacker and safety position on the field, because those are the quarterbacks of your defense. And until you get somebody there with a set, we're going to continually be talking about defensive linemen tired of holding people up for people that don't appreciate it. And I say that to mean you got some BS linebackers back there. I mean, I understand that they're people too and they have feelings, but damn it, I got feelings too.
No, yeah, I know. I hear you.
I got feelings that you should be on the sideline somewhere. Get somebody for it that wants to play back there.
All right. Now, before I let you go there, the Disco Tank, your social media is just coming under rave reviews from my audience. They just love you on our one lady, April. She loves you. Our friend April in our comments, she loves your social media. So I wanted to have some fun with you. If you could just help us review and understand the brilliance that is your social media. So I took a couple of my favorite ones that were a little family appropriate, and I clipped them. This one right here. When you don't let the pizza rolls cool off. That's a good one. Don't you? We've all been there. Right?
Yeah, you well, I got that one because I was going through a bunch of memes one time, and initially when I saw it, I was like, what the hell is going on here? And then when I read the caption, I was cracking up because I was making some pizza rolls. I had just done that.
All right. Here's the next one. This is one of my personal favorites as well. Science. Oh, yeah. The human body needs 8 hours of sleep to function properly. Me on 3 hours of sleep. We ride at dawn, bitches. Like that. That is a great one, and I hope I'm delivering it properly in terms of the way it's supposed to be read. Is that it?
Yes, you did. But they have to know that the meme had Big Bird on it. And the funny part about when I first read it, I just thought about all the times when you were in college and you or went out to the pros, functioning on 3 to 4 hours of sleep and going to practice and actually stand awake in meetings.
That's perfect. Yes, it's Big Bird being drawn by a horse and carriage. Basically.
Yes.
All right. And then this one is one of the best things I've ever seen on the internet. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The perfect job doesn't exist.
Yes, it does.
Sex Bacon Company. What?
Yes. What? You have to find the one where I posted it said, they say, in your dream, what's your fantasy job? In my fantasy job, I'm not working. In my dream, I'm not working.
Hollis,
who works in their fantasy?
Nobody. What the hell? Hollis, I freaking love you, man. Thanks so much, brother.
I saw a picture of you and your little girl. I hope you enjoying the daddy experience. I want to let you know that my daughter, Idea, she's 23. She just got picked up by a professional Armenian basketball team. She signed a 2-year deal just the other day. So I'll be heading over to Armenia probably after the season because she'll have like 2 or 3 games left. So I'm going to go over there and check her out. But I'll be checking. Yeah.
Is it going to be a Green Legion trip? Is it going to be you, Quimby, and like 50 other people?
Quimby will probably want to go. And if we could get it together, I'd love to do it. But I just want to go over because I've been showing her. Since she's been throughout her college years, I've been having her coming up here working out and working with the basketball guy on her shot and stuff because she was pretty much just a defensive and rebounding guru. But then now she got her shot to working for her, and she hustles and stuff. And she went to a couple of combines. And but it was like right before the pandemic. She couldn't graduate. She graduated, but she did graduate because it was during the pandemic. But then all the stuff that they normally do for the overseas teams was kind of put on hold, and it started to come to fruition now. So I'm extremely happy for my little homie. I love her.
That's so awesome, man! Congratulations!
And happy birthday to my youngest, Haley, just turned 14. The Evil Dead game that the Resident Evil game in which you're seeking, young lady, is not out yet. So I got you the other one.
I love that you're talking to them like they watch me. I love it.
Well, I'll send them the link and
there you go.
It.
Yeah, they'll watch Dad.
We're the coolest.
By the way, I haven't told you yet. You haven't heard. We are expecting our second. We're expecting a man to be born in January. Thank you, brother. Appreciate it.
It should be Farzetta Jr.
It will not be Mark Farzetta Jr. No, it will. It will be. I already promised Trey. It'll be Trey William Thomas, Tank Thomas Farzetta. That was both Thomases.
I was thinking something smooth like Aloysius.
Maybe Geppetto. I'll go Geppetto. Nice.
I think Aloysius would endear him to the brothers.
There you go. Hollis, Tank Thomas, the Disco Tank himself. Catch him on Green Legion Radio. Follow him on the greatest Instagram account ever created. Hollis, thanks so much, man. What else you got going? The Gambler, right? Fox Sports Gambler? Fox Sports The Gambler. I'm a radio host for Fox Sports The Gambler. We're live on each and every Thursday, 7 to 8 o'clock. And we have a pregame show, so a couple hours before each Eagles game, no matter home or away, we're on Fox Sports The Gambler live. Normally it's at Xfinity Live on home games, and on away games, it depends on where the Green Legion tailgate is. But we'll have a live show and then each and every time. And we're going with players. We're going with alumni players. Actually, this week coming up, we have Sean Bradley on Thursday. At the pregame show, we have William Fuller down in Charlotte, North Carolina. And we've already had Carlos Emmons and Lito Shepard on. We had them on in Atlanta. So nice.
We reached back and grabbing some of the alumni. We had Jay Jack on, Jamal Jackson last week, and we had Gary Cobb on. So, and we got Irv Fry. Irvin Fry, we had him on. Irvin Fry's got a podcast. He had like Andre Reed and all the good old school Hall of Famers on. I'm like, damn. I was like, wow.
There you go.
But he played with New England and Miami. So, and he's one of those elite guys.
I remember the Eagles gave him a motorcycle when he retired. And then I think he gave it back when he went to play with the Redskins or the Washington football team.
Well, they forced him into retirement, right?
I did not know that.
Yes. That's it. He didn't want to retire. Have you seen? He's a physical specimen.
He is I have seen him. Yeah.
Right. And he's still in great shape now. Like, he's just a physical specimen. And it's like, he didn't want to retire, but he's like, they were just like, they forced him to retire. And then Gruden wasn't coming back. And so he just went on, but then he just kept working out. And then when somebody needed him, he went down there.
Wow. Look at that.
And he gave him the motorcycle back. He offered to give it back to him.
But he didn't actually give it back to him?
I don't know if they took it back. I don't think they accepted it.
They better not. Jeez.
I think so.
Yeah. Hollis, you're the man. Congratulations. Congratulations to your oldest on making it over there in Armenia. That's really awesome, man. Seriously, that's great.
Cool. Thanks, man. Appreciate you. And congratulations on the new little homie.
Thank you, brother.
You got to get him some disco lights and the Eagle chain.
That'll be the first thing we buy. Forget it. Yeah, absolutely. First thing we buy. My man. Right. Hollis Thomas, Green Legion Radio. Make sure you check him out. He's the absolute man. You know him. We love him. Tank, thanks so much, brother.
All right, no problem, man. See you later.
All right. See you, buddy.
Right.
Hollis Thomas joining us on the Ruffin Orthopedics guest line.